up in round 14 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of Finland at Vantaa. Simon Langenfeldt across the foxhole shot line ahead of everybody else. It was his 5th black plate of the season, closely followed by the 312 of Håkan Osterhagen, who emerged in around about 4th or 5th position. Jago Geerts gated around about 10th place, and that was significant because Adamo, the championship leader, was ahead of him, but on the opening lap, Geerts could not avoid Håkan Osterhagen, who fell in front of him. He picked himself up eventually after being pinned underneath his bike. He would not rejoin the race. At the moment, the diagnosis is a broken collarbone and maybe damage to the shoulder. No news as to when he may or may not return. Adamo, though, snuck up the inside of Langenfeldt to take the lead on lap 3 as Osterhagen's bike expired, possibly because of the damage after being landed on earlier on in the race. Rick Elsinger on a charge from outside the top 10, picked off David Braceras for 6 around about the halfway mark. And Lucas Kuhnen tried around the outside, got the better of his brother Sasha Kuhnen as he charged from outside of the top 10 as well. That got him into 9th. This pass on Braceras later on got him into 7th. And then up the inside of Elsinger 3 or 4 laps later to move into 6th place. And then he went after the man ahead of him, Oriol Oliver. That pass came with 2 laps to go. Kuhnen came home in 5th behind Kevin Horgmo. Andrea Adamo, though, crossed the line to win race 1. It was his 2nd race win of the season from Simon Langenfeldt and Liam Evans. Horgmo and Lucas Kuhnen rounded out the top 5. MX2 race 2, of course, no Jago Geerts, but it was Andrea Adamo who grabbed the foxhole shot for the 3rd time this season. He ran wide, though. Liam Evans, Sasha Kuhnen, Simon Langenfeldt all down the inside of him as Oriol Oliver fell in turn 2. Then Langenfeldt in 3rd, just through turn 3 here, over on the left-hand side, got it wrong in the waves. Back end came around, front end went to the other side of the bank, drew him down. He would start a spirited ride through the field. Elsinger got himself into 2nd as he found his way past Sasha Kuhnen. Adamo then was in 4th place, but got the better of his teammate to move into 3rd. And Lucas Kuhnen just waiting in the wings as well, number 96. Got the better of his younger brother, or older brother. Muscled him aside. That put him up into 4th. All of this happening on the opening lap. Adamo then passed Elsinger as he went after Everts, the race leader. Elsinger then got caught by Lucas Kuhnen as well. This pass was for 3rd. And the battle for the lead changed hands on lap 7. Adamo down the inside of Liam Everts. Simon Langenfeldt got the better of the 79 of Sasha Kuhnen as he moved into 5th place, again just around the halfway mark. Found his way by Rick Elsinger to move into 4th. He wasn't done yet because 3 or 4 laps later he capitalized on a mistake. Lucas Kuhnen to move into 3rd. Langenfeldt then went after Everts. Picked him off for 2nd, okay? Used a little bit more of the track than he needed to. But he did make that stick with 3 laps to go. And on the final lap, Lucas Kuhnen snuck up the inside of Liam Everts to move into 3rd. Liam Everts would eventually come home in 4th ahead of Rick Elsinger. Andrea Adamo, though, his 1st double Grand Prix race win. His 3rd race win of the season. Langenfeldt was 2nd, Kuhnen 3rd, Everts 4th, and the overall belonged to Andrea Adamo. His 2nd career victory. Simon Langenfeldt 2 seconds, Liam Everts a 3rd and a 4th for 3rd overall. Adamo now 60 points clear of Geerts. Everts has moved up to 3rd. He's 27 behind the Belgian. Then we've got De Wolf and Langenfeldt. Langenfeldt now just 9 points behind De Wolf. But that was your podium here. Andrea Adamo, Simon Langenfeldt and Liam Evans.
I already won my first GP in Arco di Trento, but do it with 1-1 is something different, so I'm so happy. And yeah, I mean, like I said before, I didn't expect this because it's a bit centric, and I mean, I'm also good in the sand, but better on the Arpec. But okay, came here, so is welcome, you know.
MXGP race 1, over on the left side, number 91, Jeremy Seward, with his 10th box hole shot of the season. To his outside was the 61 championship leader, Jorge Prado, and up the inside, number 3, Romain Febvre. Koldenhoff emerged in 4th place ahead of Vlaanderen and the 2 HRC machines and Jeffrey Hurlings. Opening lap though, Febvre down the inside to take 2nd away from Prado. And then at the start of the next lap, he went around the outside of Jeremy Seward, who just lost traction there, making the job a little bit easier. We had a new leader on lap 2. Jeffrey Hurlings found his way past Ruben Fernandez on lap 3. That was for 5th place. He stayed there for about 4 laps. Fernandez came back after him though and retook that 5th position. A couple of laps later, Hurlings pulled in for goggles at the top of the hill. He dropped down to 11th place, and as that happened, watch this here, the big roar and the groan from the crowd. Ruben Fernandez, big crash for him out of 5th place with around about 7 or 8 laps to go. He would not line up for race 2, but first signs are that he's actually okay. Later stages of the race, after that goggle change, Hurlings got the better of Van Hoorbeek. That got him 8th overall in the race. Van Hoorbeek was 9th. And despite closing in on Tim Geiser, Alberto Ferrato had to be content with 7th place. Geiser was 6th, Vlaanderen 5th. And Koldenhoff was 4th, but for the 6th time this year, Romain Febvre crossed the line as a race winner. Seward was 2nd, Jorge Prado was 3rd. Heading into MXGP Race 2, Jorge Prado now held a 95-point advantage over Romain Febvre, and it was Prado who crossed the box hole shot line for the 10th time this year. Febvre was right there behind him in 2nd. To the outside was Koldenhoff in 3rd, and Hurlings in 4th. Geiser in 5th place, and then Seward. Alvin Osland also made a good start as well for JWR Honda in red. Kevin Vlaanderen got the better of Seward on the opening lap to move into 6th position. Meanwhile, all eyes on the battle between the top 2 in the championship as they occupied 1st and 2nd. Prado continued to lead Febvre, who was now getting frustrated. Tim Geiser lost 2 positions in a couple of corners as Vlaanderen went through, followed by Jeremy Seward. Those 2 moved into 5th and 6th place. And then Jeremy Seward launched past and around the outside of the number 10 to move into 5th. Vlaanderen looked like he was safe there as well until 2 laps to go. Despite getting close to Koldenhoff, Jeffrey Hurlings had to be content with 4th. This was a mistake, 2 laps to go from Vlaanderen. The Geben van Venrooy Yamaha dropping from 6th to 7th, allowing Geiser into that 6th place. Jorge Prado, though, a race winner for the 11th time when he crossed the line at the end of race 2, but it was Romain Febvre who was 2nd. Coupled that with his win in race 1, claimed the victory, his 5th Grand Prix victory of the season, his 5th straight win. Koldenhoff crossed the line 3rd, and that was your podium as well. Febvre won the Grand Prix then, his 5th straight win, the first time he's ever done that, does it with a 1-2. Prado 2nd with a 3-1, Koldenhoff on the podium, 4-3. The gap now back out to 98 points for Prado, who continues to frustrate Febvre. 2nd, Seward, Koldenhoff and Fernandez round out the top 5. But that was your podium here in Finland. Romain Febvre, Jorge Prado and Glenn Koldenhoff. Next stop, Sweden, 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, again, like win a GP, it's incredible. 15 in a row. I beat my record, was 2015. So. And just like the way that I'm riding at the moment, it's going so good. I feel one with the bike since long time, and I think I show the speed. Second moto, yeah, was like you said, tough to pass on that track. We saw it already yesterday.